101.3 FM.
It's Wednesday, August the 12th, and we welcome you to Coffee Break here on WCYN 1400 and 101.3. Today's show is being brought to you by Cockrell's Auto Center, Ewalt's Grocery, Hardee's of Cynthiana, Hinton Mills, and Sorrel Home Medical Equipment. Now we'll say good morning to our host. It's Doug Miller.
And I'll tell you what, folks, it's our sincere hope for you, dear listener or watcher, this morning, that when you flip on the lights, they work.
Yeah, a lot of that going on. I was lucky enough in my area to stay away from all that.
Yeah, well,
had some flickering lights yesterday during the first wave, but power stayed on. I know my sister texted us and said they were out, and that's out Russell Cave Way.
Well, out my way on 62 East, we lost power for a few hours, but I'll have to say, thanks to Bluegrass Energy and all the others involved in that.
That's some hard-working workers there.
Well, we got a little bit of a break as far as they went, because after we had the immediate storm yesterday after a late evening, there was a spell there where it was pretty clear and still daylight, so they could, see and get out. But I understand in Fayette County, there's still thousands out of power.
Yeah, I think Dr. Burchett said that there was a couple of Lexington radio stations that were staticky this morning. And, And Chief Blackburn there said that, what was it, WKYT, their website was down. So, Lexington hit pretty hard.
You didn't mention Jenny. She's here too.
Well, she didn't tell me anything.
She didn't give you any reports.
She just
hid.
She was just more worried about my well-being than anything else. She's that nice.
Trent has introduced our guest this morning, and I ought to do it again. It's about our school system today on Coffee Break. Dr. Harry Birch is here, the superintendent. Good morning. And we have Jenny Nichols, the director of pupil personnel, and Bill Blackburn, in charge of transportation and facilities. And I do want to mention this real quick, folks. We had Anthony Eckler on the show last week, and have been promoting, really, as it should be promoted, the cleanup detail that he's involved in with some other volunteers. That was scheduled for tomorrow at 4 p.m. That's not going to occur, obviously, due to, I guess, this kind of weather. The riverbank and surrounding areas just make it almost impossible to do that kind of work. So that has been canceled. And I'm sure that they'll reschedule it and get it done, and we'll talk about that when they reschedule it. But once again, on Coffee Break this morning, we have the superintendent himself. Dr. Burchett, how are you this morning, sir?
I'm great, Doug. How are you?
I'm doing all right. And, this is the week when it all begins again.
We've been here before.
Yes, we've done this before. Yes, we have. It seems like we do it every week. The time goes so fast. I'm telling you, I can't believe it. We were talking about graduation here just like yesterday, it seems. But no, school officially starts with the students in class. So is it Thursday?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, you know how I am with calendars. But school starts, everything ready to go in all the different schools in our system?
Everything is ready to go, yes. Our staff has worked extremely hard. That begins actually before school's out, and with a lot of planning and preparation and those things. And those last days, you'd be amazed if you were in a school, you'd see custodians and other staff helping pull things out of classrooms and start, they're stripping and waxing floors just as soon as school's over, cleaning and stripping and waxing. So, just that getting things ready. The maintenance crew, the transportation crew, everybody's working all summer long to get everything put back in place and ready to start the new school year.
Yeah. Well, the teachers have already been in this week, or last week too, right?
That fallacy about teachers, work 9 months out of the year or something like that.
Yeah.
Most of our teachers are in all summer long.
One way or the other.
They're in there working in their rooms, preparing, working on their craft. Of course, they're required to do so much professional development each year as well, and that happens during the summertime, usually, most of it. So, our staff is working extremely hard. The lunchroom ladies under Mr. Barnett, they've got all their programs ready to go. Of course, they serve food all summer long, and then they take just a few days and they get ready to start school year again.
Yeah, in that business, if you don't plan ahead, then and you don't plan, right?
It's ever changing, as you well know.
Yeah. Every year you have, I think you had it earlier this week maybe, where you have the teachers come in and they're kind of faded a little bit by the. Did you do that?
It's called we call it opening day.
Yeah, opening day. That's it. Yeah.
It was yesterday. It was at the high school again, just like we did the last few years. It was in the gymnasium.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'm most proud about the school system and our students is that our students, they do that. They handle that. They led that. They designed it. They created it. They planned for it. They got everything ready and set up, and they ran the show.
Yeah.
It was a 100% student-led opening professional day for staff.
And the students do that, right?
The students do it all.
Yeah.
And they give me a time slot. They say, Dr. Burchett, you've got
this is where you are.
You've got 8 minutes or 10 minutes, or this is your spot. And they kept right on track. They committed to the staff. They wanted to get everybody in, start at 9 and be out at 10. And we were, I think it was 10:01. I think is what time we closed the session.
I have to ask you this now. People that are watching on YouTube or Facebook or the app this morning can see what I'm talking about. But all three of you all have on very fashionable Harrison County garments. These are kind of rainwear, right? And they got the hood on them. Those look nice. And how does a regular person get one of those? Are they for sale to the common person on the street, or do you have to be a part of the school system?
Well,
to wear that?
I'll just say that these were produced here locally.
Oh, yeah?
Right. We're just right here on this street, just down the street here, just a little bit. Is it
personal? A little bit personal.
A little bit personal.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
Yeah. So
I can get one if I want one.
Absolutely, you could go right in there and order yourself one as well. Yeah.
They look nice, really. Suitable for anything.
I'll sell you mine for $500 right now.
Well, now, Chief, I haven't been scammed yet today, but you're taking the first opportunity, right? Now, if it's a $500 garment, I don't know if I'm that much of a supporter. But no, they look good. Yeah.
Well, they're very functional. Obviously, lightweight. Yeah. You can put them over in just about any kind of weather, and help protect against the rain and those things.
We all wear those on a rainy football game this year. Yes. By the way, I didn't even mention this. The weather got me off track this morning. The dog was upset. 67 degrees out there right now, and I didn't even give Trent an opportunity to tell us, but I think most of us know the continuing derecho, as they call it in the Midwest. It seems like a lot of straight line winds and rain and all that. Mm-hmm. Tell us, Trent, about the weather today. I'm sorry.
I think you just did.
Did I? Okay. Okay. So much for the weather.
No. As you know, excuse me. As you know, we're still looking at possibilities of more rain and storms, and again, severe weather is a definite possibility. It'll obviously be especially later in the day when that humidity and moisture and whatnot gets built up. And unfortunately, for the first day of school, hopefully not in the morning or at 3 o'clock, but not the best weather forecast either. So, but yeah, just kind of in that weather pattern, and it's coming in waves, and we're going to get pelted again, and hopefully we don't get those power outages and trees
hopefully
down and whatnot. So,
but in case, have the candles and the flashlights ready.
And so,
and your radio on the battery operated, so you can continue listening to WCYN.
And that's the thing, we are on the air, but our mobile app is down. I was going to direct you to a text. I just now realized that. So, working on getting that rebooted and back up, and knowing this computer over here, it'll be back up at about 10 o'clock.
Well, we got a text about that I was going to orient you to. This other text.
But 101.3 and 1400 are still
going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, you can see those beautiful pullovers on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, the radio station should provide all of us down here with one of those.
I figured you were getting at that.
Yeah. Well, I've got on my Hinton Mills feed shirt today, so
yes, you
supporting our supporters.
Blue Ribbon Beef Feed.
Yeah, and Dr. Burchett, I think you got a kick out of this. We got a text this morning that had an idea for a new jingle for us. They want me to sing the best part. You know the old Folgers coffee jingle. The best part of waking up.
I think he's at the best part of waking up is coffee break.
Thank you, Trent. There you go. and Trent sang it, not me, but he did a fine
Well, I
job.
think it'd be better if you did it.
I'll do it later.
Now, is Trent on video in there? In the sound
Sometimes
booth?
he is, but he's not today.
Okay.
When it's just me and Doug, I put myself on, but the rest of the time I hide behind the wall.
Yeah.
I get it.
So he's hiding in there this morning and puts us. We're the face of the WCYN right
I mean,
now.
if the folks really wanted and clamored for me to be on, I would do it, but I haven't gotten that yet. For some reason, I haven't been. There hasn't been major demand to have me on on video.
They're not clamoring for that, right? Okay, back to our guest. I'm sorry about interrupting there, folks. And I don't know. By the way, if you have any communications, weather reports, or anything you want to get out, or if you have a question, comment, or greeting for our guest on Coffee Break, as always, the WCYN text line's open 859-234-1400, or if you're watching us on Facebook, just send in a comment, and Trent will get that into us. And Dr. Burchett, as we start the school year, is there anything new that on the floor? I'm not saying there should be, because things run pretty smooth up there, but anything new or different that people need to know about or should know about, or that we're proud of? Or
Well, obviously, we're certainly proud
of everything, yeah.
we do with the school programs. I think some good information we need to get out, since we were talking about the weather. Originally, elementary schools were hosting open house last night, but we postponed and rescheduled that for tonight due to that weather that was coming in. That came really quick, and we got late alerts on that at the school district. So elementary schools have rescheduled their open house to tonight from 4:30 to 6. So if any of the sides, as you refer
all
to
the
them,
sides,
all the sides, they'll be open tonight with their teachers and staff there to meet and greet students and families, and that's always important. Preschool this year will begin on Monday, August the 24th. And then 21st Century, that's our after-school program at the elementary schools, will start Wednesday, August the 26th. Yep. But we're just so super proud of all of our programs, and opening day is a testament to that. The students led all of that. They put all that together. Well, that's not just with those student lighthouse teams. That's also in every program we have, whether it's FFA or culinary arts or beta. You can go on and on and on, and every one of our programs are just super strong. Yeah. We're just excited and proud. Last year our archery team won the state again and won the nationals again, and would have probably won the internationals had they attended the internationals.
If they'd have gone, yeah.
So, I mean, the opportunities for students in Harrison County are just amazing, and they continue to grow each year. And we're just so excited about that, because it's about kids. We're trying to create an environment where they get to experience anything that they're interested in and dream about what they want to be in the future and grow into that. So.
And tomorrow is the first day of school in Harrison County. And, of course, every coach before a big game has a game plan. And tomorrow we'll find out if Chief Bill Blackburn's game plan for getting everyone to school will work, Chief. And I know you have to revamp it every year because there's students no longer on the bus routes, some new ones and all that. And, of course, I'm thinking that there will be a lot of pictures taken at the bus stop in the morning for the first graders and the kindergartners that are making their first foray into our school system. But is the plan ready? And you don't seem to be worried at all, Chief. Cool as a cucumber he is, folks.
Well, on the outside. I don't know about on the inside. No, we're definitely ready. Our philosophy in transportation is always safety first, schedule second.
Yeah.
Certainly the first few days of school, that's even more so. We understand those things are going to happen, but we're going to get them to school. I've instructed drivers pick every child up, and even if it's not a child that normally rides your bus, we're going to get them to the right school. Yeah. So we're ready to go, I believe. We get some new drivers. Everybody's well-trained. Buses are running. They're driving the routes today, so if you see some buses out there today, that's what they're doing.
Now, of course, the bus drivers have to realize there will be a lot of photo ops in the morning.
Absolutely.
They have to wait till mom gets the picture, the first step right on the school bus, right? Yeah, holding onto the handle there. And
sure, as long as the parent doesn't come on a school bus, we're good with that.
We're good with that, as long as the parent doesn't come on a school bus. And how many buses? And I don't want to ask you numbers. I always feel bad when I ask people for numbers on the radio and you don't have them in front of me. But how many buses will we have on the road in the morning?
I can tell you the number. We have 34 routes in the morning and in the afternoon.
Good night.
And then once preschool starts, we have 4 midday routes.
Good
34
night.
in the morning, 34 in the afternoon.
Yeah, a lot of busing, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of work that's been done to prepare us for the good night. It's crazy sounding. The 26-27 school year, Chief. We're getting old, you know that?
I'm already there.
You already there?
Already there.
Well, you're looking good, and it kind of makes me look forward to getting there with you. Chief Bill Blackburn, Dr. Harry Burchett, and Jenny Nichols. And, of course, I've talked to the chief and the superintendent already. When we come back, I'll talk to Miss Nichols and get the real information. She has it, don't you, ma'am?
Always.
Always. There you go. Coffee break, 1:45 after this.
Recovering from the trauma of a car accident is stressful enough. Finding a good repair shop shouldn't make it worse. Cockrell's Auto Center on US 27 South has been at the same location since July 1981. And with 10 technicians, you will get your repair work done right the first time in a timely manner. So take the anxiety of repair off your shoulders and allow Cockrell's Auto Center certified technicians to return your vehicle to its original condition. Cockrell's Auto Center, locally owned and operated since 1981.
Come and listen to my story about the boys named Clough. They grew up fast, they grew up tough. Then one day Harm said to his heirs, it's time to take over the little store at Lair. Ewalt's Grocery, that is. Carhartt coats, pocket tees. Well, the next thing you know, there's clothes everywhere. The kinfolk said, sell boots, we'll buy a pair. Ewalt's for all the family, 'cause they loaded up the store with everything you need. Clothing, that is. Carhartt, Mossy Oak. For the best selection of Carhartt clothes, there is no doubt. It's Ewalt's Grocery on 27 South, just past the fairground at the bottom of the hill. Tell them I sent you and get a good deal. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to the boys out at Lair. They'd like to thank you folks for kindly shopping there. You're all invited back at any time you know, just to hear them say, have a good one, bro. Ewalt's. Set a spell. Try some boots on. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Ewalt's Grocery at Lair Station has the biggest names in footwear. Carhartt, Georgia, Muck, Timberland, John Deere, and Irish Setter.
Down, set, 8, 1, 1, 8, 1, 1. The best football teams always get the call right, and you need to make the right call before you excavate. If you don't and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate, and you could be fined up to $1,250. So make the right call. Put safety first. Call 811 before you dig. Touchdown! Oh my goodness! This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming coffee break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the coffee break page on our website at WCYN.com.
Harry, I'm working on singing that jingle. You know, I want to make sure that I'm in tune.
Well, I noticed you didn't join in with that Beverly Hillbilly song there on the intermediate.
I can sing that one too.
Covering was that Hinton Mills? Is that who that was?
The Beverly Hillbilly. No, that's Ewalt's Grocery.
Ewalt's, okay.
Yeah.
Pocket tees.
Yes. Sell boots. We'll buy a pair. We'll buy a pair. No, and we have a texter saying they enjoy when Trent's on the video watching him drink 4 bottles of water. Do you drink 4 bottles of water every morning, Trent?
No, usually 2.
No. You know, I was just thinking, and I am going to talk to you, Jenny, but I want to
Okay.
talk to the chief here a little bit more and Dr. Burchett. But I don't know what the weather's going to be like in the morning. I really hope that it's nothing bad because we can get school going and get the kids to school safely and everything. But obviously we have to contemplate snow days, and I know we've talked about that before, how you all plan and kind of put your heads together and make that decision early in the morning. But if we have weather like we had maybe at 6 or 7 o'clock, whenever it was last night, lightning and all that, is that a concern for starting school? And talk about the parameters of how we decide that, Dr. Burchett.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like yesterday when we got word that weather was on its way and it was traveling at about 50 miles an hour,
Yeah.
you know, coming down. We went into response mode and moved our athletic teams and people off the fields, and
Yeah.
they took shelter. You know, anybody who was on the hilltop took
Yeah.
appropriate shelter.
Yeah.
And they stayed there and remained there until the threat was passed.
Yeah.
So, you know, we would do that with anything if it was now the difficult thing is if something happens and we
you're
don't
in
know about it
school.
and we're in the if we're in the mode of like transportation pickup,
Oh,
morning
yeah,
pickup,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Buses
or
on the road.
in the afternoon, we would just delay getting out of school if there was an issue for a little bit of time and let that threat pass.
Yeah.
But, we're always going to take safety, and that's going to be our first priority every single time.
Well, and I hate to ask you questions. I know we're not even planning on talking about this morning, but if you're in the middle of the school day, okay, and they say, well, we spotted a tornado at Lair, and it's coming right up the road. Now, I know that the three original sides have basements, which would probably hold every kid in the school. High school does not, the old high school.
Right.
And the middle school, it doesn't either.
They all have
Southside.
They all have designated spaces for tornado
Where do you
shelter.
put it to the kids?
So they all have designated spaces for that, and
safe.
It's just like you're told at the house. It's an interior wall, those type things.
Yeah.
So
heaven forbid we ever have to deal with that.
And they those are drills that they practice.
They
right?
do. Okay.
You may remember back from your time. I mean, we used to practice that.
Fire drills we did.
Tornado, earthquake, we used to practice all those. They still practice those drills, and we're prepared for those type of things. Obviously, we can't never predict what might come at us, but we're just going to be prepared to respond when we do.
Snow, weather, communicable diseases. I mean, good night. You all got so much to worry about when you get that many young people together in one site. All kinds of concerns.
Well, and we have emergency action plans for a lot of different contingencies.
Yeah.
I can't say that we have them for every single thing that somebody might possibly,
well, there's a contingency that we don't know about yet.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway.
We've not planned for an asteroid coming out of space, as far as I know. That one, so.
I had Steve Craycraft on yesterday promoting a bluegrass show in Stanton area. And Steve used to be the game warden, and now they've got a new name for that position. We used to have truant officers. And we renamed them, and I think expanded the job a little bit. And we now call her the director of pupil personnel. She's Jenny Nichols, and she's here with us this morning. And, well, just first off the bat, Miss Nichols, what all, in addition to truancy concerns, what all does the director of pupil personnel do?
Well, there are a lot of things that come along with attendance, and we help establish those policies and follow statute, obviously, because in the state of Kentucky, attendance is governed by Kentucky statute. So there are a lot of things that the school board, our policies, work with those laws. I also manage the calendar for the school. I oversee that committee that gets together, and we take community input, stakeholder input, and we develop a calendar for the following school year. I make home visits a lot, probably 2 or 3 times a week. I'm out in the county knocking on doors, just checking on students who aren't coming into school.
And in extreme cases, you're sometimes seen at the courthouse.
I am. We do run into each other. Well, we did at one time. I do attend court. Unfortunately, sometimes I'm the petitioner in some cases. But we do have a good relationship with our court system here. We're fortunate because not all counties operate that way. So we embrace that idea that it truly takes a village to make our kids successful. So when you've got different agencies like the courts and the schools working together to help our kids be successful, you tend to see a lot of success coming out of the courthouse.
I like to think that truancy is not as big a problem as it used to be, but maybe it is. Talk about that, and when exactly is a student considered to be truant when you need to take action and the different levels of action that you may have to take?
Well, I will tell you, this is my 4th year. This is my 4th year beginning in this position, and truancy has not been great since COVID. Unfortunately, COVID kind of conditioned people that they could stay home and not show up and still be successful. And of course, with the school system, that was a knee-jerk reaction. We were the first school in the state of Kentucky that had to shut down and learn to accommodate the kids in this community and still provide services. You certainly at that time did not want to fail students because of what was going on in the world. But, you still combat that mentality of, I've gotten used to staying the success, so to speak. But the reality is that you have to show up in this world. So truancy, it's still an issue, not just here. It's all over the country. There are things that, DPPs all over the state are trying to do to discourage truancy. By law, if you have 3 unexcused absences or more, that's an absence without a note, you are considered truant. So in our district, when anytime a student is absent from school, the parent gets a phone call or they get a message through Parent Squared, which was that online, that two-way communication that we've adopted. So as long as we have the correct information in our system, we're making outreach to parents when their students don't come.
And, I don't want to say it's your job, but I guess it is to a certain extent to make sure that every school-age child is in school. Now, say you get somebody over the summer that moves into the county with 6 kids. They don't know anybody. They don't tell anybody. You get word of that. You have to investigate that. First of all, I guess you have to, if you have to make a home visit or a call or whatever, you got to determine that they're not in private school or being homeschooled. How do you do that? How do they satisfy you that they're not truant, but they're in homeschool or in private school or something like that?
Well, here in the state of Kentucky, we do have homeschool laws. So we have a community of people who do homeschool their children here, and by law, we are supposed to have a letter of intent. And within that letter, there are certain criteria that parents have to put in it, and it's supposed to be received by our office within 10 days of the first day of our school. So I should have received letters from those homeschool parents by the 3rd of August. So once I get those letters and once they have the information that's required in there, I process those. And there's a certain code that we have to use for the state to withdraw them to public school and show that they're in homeschool.
I see.
And those parents are supposed to send me those letters every year that their child is in school. So, in a small community like this, I do get phone calls.
Well, I was going to ask you, I guess you get references from social agencies, law enforcement, and all that. Hey, we arrested these people, and they got 4 kids there, and they haven't been in school for 3 years or whatever.
So, in a small town like this, I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
If I'm not kin to somebody, I probably know them.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of outreach, just, people who are genuinely concerned.
Yeah.
It's great living in this community because people genuinely do care about other people and they want kids to succeed. So when I do get those phone calls, I make home visits. I make some type of an outreach. Sometimes I have to work with our local police agencies to try to get some information. But, it's just when I knock on the door, it's a genuine concern of, is there something I can do for you?
Well, we just got a minute here, but I want to get this text in. It was kind of in line with my next question to you. What if you make the contact? The text specifically says, what if the parents do not respond to your truancy notices? That's when you end up in the courthouse eventually, right?
When the child gets to 4 unexcused absences, I make the home visit. So I knock on the door, and if I cannot find them, if they don't answer the door, I leave a letter and my business card, and I try to make outreach. So if there's another absence, I will ask Frisky or Youth Service Center, those people to get involved. We get teachers involved. Usually there's somebody somewhere that can help me get in touch with those parents. We try to do everything in the world to avoid turning them over. If I can do something to keep from filling out an affidavit, and that happens at 7 unexcused absences. So at 7, I'll fill out that affidavit, and then we end up in the courthouse.
I don't think this happens so much anymore just due to our medicine being better. But I remember when I was at school, every now and then a kid, they'd have something like pneumonia or mononucleosis or something, and they would miss a whole lot of school by necessity for a lot of reasons. I mean, if you have a kid that's sick or something like that, and I know that they've got ways now to keep them educated at home, but is there a length of time that you can miss school where you have to do that year over again?
It depends on the grade level.
Yeah.
Of course, at the high school, you have to, you have to pass those courses in order to get the credits.
There you go.
So, and we really look, and we're starting to look at reading and math scores to make sure students are at grade level.
So you basically don't base it on how long they've been out, but where they're at academically.
No. And we have services. One of the things that we try to communicate to parents is if something is going on, communicate with us.
Yeah. Hey, they're easy to communicate with, folks, our Harrison County school system. And three of them that are easy to communicate with are right here on Coffee Break with us. The lead man, Dr. Harry Burchett, superintendent, Jenny Nichols, director of pupil personnel, and the chief, Bill Blackburn, in charge of transportation and facilities. We'll be back with them and you right after this.
Now, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, your Cynthiana Hardee's is the place to go to get a great meal fast. But let's talk specifically about breakfast. Where else in town can you go to get a hot cup of coffee, fresh, made-from-scratch biscuits, and you don't have to even get out of the car, unless you want to go inside for all the favorites like bacon, sausage, eggs, biscuits, and gravy. Plus, there's a pretty good chance you'll see a familiar face inside. Treat yourself today with a hot, fulfilling breakfast from Hardee's, US 27 south of Cynthiana.
The new rule allows us to feed grain products to deer starting August 1st in Kentucky. Antler Builder Extreme Feed is formulated to attract deer and grow extreme bucks. Because deer use their noses to find food, Antler Builder Extreme's strong aroma can help bring deer in quicker and from further away. Deer can't resist Antler Builder Extreme. Nutrition-focused Antler Builder deer feed, plot seed, essential minerals, blocks, and attractants are designed to help deer reach their genetic potential and hunters develop trophy-quality bucks. See Hinton Mills for Antler Builder branded products.
Anyone diagnosed with cancer knows that the road ahead can be long and inconvenient. Traveling great distances for treatment can add to the stress of fighting the cancer itself. At Harrison Memorial Hospital, we set out to change all that. We offer experienced full-time hematologist-oncologist Dr. Michael Horn, closer to home in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Dr. Horn has practiced for more than 20 years in the Bluegrass. He's joined by our oncology nurses, specially trained in administering chemotherapy. We offer a chemotherapy and infusion therapy suite, making travel easier on our patients so they can focus on recovery and remission. We're a member of the UK Marquis Cancer Center Affiliate Network, allowing us to diagnose and treat locally while having access to all the cutting-edge research UK has to offer. Let Harrison Memorial Hospital help you fight cancer closer to home. Call us at 859-298-2889.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming Coffee Break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the Coffee Break page on our website at WCYN.com.
I tell you what, Miss Nichols, and I was going to mention that, Jenny, during the break here, a spine-tingling story, and we will tell you that. But first of all, spine-tingling or not, the City Buzz Magazine
That's quite a tease, spine-tingling.
Yes, well, we're going to tingle your spine here in a minute. You just have another bottle of water and hang in there, okay?
I'm going to need that.
City Buzz Magazine time is now 8:33 a.m. Once again, the Lions auction is featured on the front, but it was over last week, and they had a great auction again. Congratulations to the Lions. And today, we are in the middle. We're toward the end. I keep saying the middle, but we've got 2 more days after today.
Right.
To play.
Before you get too far into it, we were calling Hardee's, and they must be very busy because couldn't even get an answer on the phone. And that's
They're
okay.
slinging that biscuits and gravy
That's
around
okay.
out there. Yeah,
we'll give them another try in the fourth quarter. So
all right, we'll just skip that right now. If you're listening to us out at Hardee's, your radio opportunity will come later in the show. Don't let me forget it, Trent. We were talking about the cheerleaders a moment ago off air. August the 15th at Northside Elementary. It's the Little Breads Camp, folks. That's where the cheerleaders get the young girls in.
That's Saturday.
That's Saturday already, yeah. It's 8:30 to 9, and it starts at 8:30 to 9, and the pickup's at noon. It says you check in between 8:30 and 9, and it lasts till noon. These are for ages 6 through 12, and want to remind you once again, Relay for Life is August the 15th. Saturday, 5 o'clock at the Harrison County High School Auditorium. Thanks for letting them use the auditorium, Chief. Really appreciate that. But I'll be up there helping. I think Amber Philpott's going to be up there. And Relay for Life. Folks, let's get rid of cancer. Want to thank the Main Cup right there on Main Street beside the Presbyterian Church because they have provided, once again, coffee for a coffee break. Columbia Tolima. It's the best part of waking up.
It's coffee break.
It's Columbia Tolima.
Columbia Tolima.
That's Nate's Coffee, of course. Get your own down there at the main cup. Check out their breakfast and lunch. On August the 25th, it's a little taste of Italy. The Harrison County Community Fund does a lot to help a lot of things around here. I'll talk more about that, but that's at the Pike Street Wine House. That's my old law firm, Dr. Merchant. Now, turned it into a wine house. Too late for me, though. I was gone by then. Let's see, that is, I will play Summer of Winning 26 later. Okay, on Coffee Break this morning, as always, text lines open 859-234-1400. If you're watching us on Facebook, make a comment if you want to join the activity here. But do you mind if I digress with Jenny here? There was a football player, high school football player in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
He puts on his helmet and practices, I guess, for a while.
For 2 hours.
2 hours, and he notices something in the straps, I guess, of his helmet or the lining of it.
Yeah.
And
Felt something moving around.
And what was that, Jenny?
I'm pretty sure it was I think it was a copperhead.
It was a water moccasin.
Is that what it was?
A pit viper.
I don't know.
Didn't bite the kid.
No, he stayed up inside the padding.
Yeah.
And they submerged the helmet in a cooler of water, and the snake eventually came out. Animal control came out and pulled that thing out of the helmet. I don't think I'd put on another football helmet.
Let's be clear.
That's when I run to 40.
It was not here on the hilltop.
Yeah. Let's be clear. That was in the state of Arkansas.
Yes, Arkansas. Yes, that's down there where
Huckabee.
Yeah,
that's where Huckabee's.
That's Huckabee's place. Yeah. And that guy that coaches basketball down there. We can't forget to mention him. Yeah. But no. If I was talking to Doug Hampton the other day. My football career went down the tubes over the 40-yard dash. Okay, I'd have run that bad boy in 3 seconds with that snake on my head. I'll tell you what, Chief, would that speed you up a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah. So every football player in the nation now, before they put on their helmet at practice, is going to check their helmet today.
Helmet.
Yeah, check your helmet today. Good night. That's horrible.
Got you a text in there.
Oh, we got another text here. Okay. Okay. This is, I think, directed to Jenny again. Let me roll it up here. Yeah. Well, I think you kind of talked about this before, but what is the limit in terms of parent and doctor's notes? You said that 3 absences, I think, without a note.
Yeah, great question. First of all, if you go to our district website, you will find all of that information on there.
Yeah.
And the attendance policy. But in a school year, our parents get 5 parent notes to cover an entire school day. Mm-hmm. So you've got 5 parent notes. They also have 5 parent tardy notes. And a tardy note should be used anytime a child misses 30% of the day or less. Whether they come in late, they have to leave during the day to maybe run to an appointment and come back, or if they got to leave early. Mm-hmm. So 5 parent tardy notes, 5 parent notes for the whole day. And then right now we have unlimited doctor notes.
Okay.
We ask the doctor's notes, they have to have specific information on there, the day the child's seen, the day the doctor is allowing the child to come back. And if they're leaving for just an appointment, we need start and stop times for those doctor's appointments. You asked earlier about students who have sicknesses and things like that. And unfortunately, we do have some students in our district who have some chronic illnesses and some severe situations. If that is the case, or if your child's going to miss 5 consecutive days or more, please reach out to the school. Every school has an attendance clerk, and they are well versed in our policies and procedures. A student who is going to be out for 5 days or more, we can put them on homebound. Mm-hmm. So we send a teacher to their house twice a week to make sure that they don't get far behind in their studies. And if they've got a chronic condition or they're going through some type of treatment, there's a statement of illness that we have that we ask that the medical provider fill out. And we don't do blanket doctor notes, so that the child can miss whenever they want. That statement of illness takes place of that. Yeah. And in addition to that, we ask that the health form be filled out so that our school nurses, because we also have a school nurse in every building, those nurses need to be aware of the condition the child's going through.
If kids are taking medication of one type or another, how's that? And if they have to take it during the day, is that given to the school nurses and they dispense it? Is that the way? That's what I figured.
Yeah, there's a form that's filled out, and I tell you, we kind of touched on it last time I was here. we're doing online registration. We no longer send home that pack of paper at the beginning of the year that you filled out, that Susie probably filled out for each one of your girls. We don't do that anymore. Everything is online. So we ask that parents fill that out. We have just a little over 100 families who haven't done it yet, which is incredible.
Well, I was going to ask you talked about that last time. Of course, that was a nuance to me. I'm still on pencil and paper, but how's that? Did it work well? Did you get a good response?
Yes, it works really well. And the thing is, the parents are putting in that information. Part of that registration includes health conditions, medications. There are certain forms that we have to have on file if a nurse is dispensing medication to the student during the day. All of that information is collected electronically. And our attendance clerks and our district nurse, they process those online registrations, and the information is now instantaneously received by the teachers and the people who need to know in the building. So, that was kind of the big push. The incentive, I guess, to move toward doing online, because the information is coming directly from the parent. We're not waiting on a child to take paperwork home. I felt for those parents who had multiple children and had to fill out one of those packets for each child because that was time consuming.
I bet so,
So now the information is housed, and a lot of that, once you enroll your child and you input that information initially, as long as they continue their enrollment with us, you just are going to have to get online over the summer as a parent, update the information, verify what's in there is still correct, change what needs to be changed. So it's much easier, not as time consuming, but on our end, we receive that information instantly. We're not worried about the form that's left in the child's backpack, for 2 or 3 weeks that has information we need to know.
What's that, Trent?
I said thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, Trent says thank you.
You're welcome, Trent.
Appreciate that. I wanted to, Dr. Blackburn, you join in here and help me interview them anytime you feel the need, okay? But I wanted to get back to the
Blackburn.
Chief Blackburn.
Yeah,
I called Harry Burchett Blackburn.
That's okay. We knew who you was talking to.
Yeah, you know who you're talking to. Now they can see my mistakes.
Yeah.
But I'm talking to him and pointing at you. But no, I meant to tell you, Harry. Harry, you help me out if you join in here. But I wanted to ask the Chief before we get into the fourth quarter here, and this may be an obvious question. What can parents or guardians, people that have kids that are putting them on the bus, are there any do's or don'ts that you would like to talk about that, would help the whole system out, other than have your kid on time at the bus stop, I guess is number one, right?
Sure. I always use this. This is an extreme example, but our routes are very strict on the time policy, so we get kids to school and we pick kids up at a certain time. If we wait 1 minute for 15 kids, we're now 15 minutes late. So have your kids at the bus stop. And I understand everybody thinks about inclement weather and those kind of things, and we understand that too. But it's also a safety factor, especially when it starts getting dark in the morning. And I guess if we keep daylight savings time, daylight saving time, it's going to be even darker for a longer period of time. There are blind spots for the driver to see kids running up to the side of the bus. So it's very, very important that the children are at the bus stop and the driver can see the number of children there and count them as they get on the bus. So that's very important.
Any of us that have been on a bus as a student, which I think probably all 4 of us have here at one time or another, you always have the situation where, okay, we've stopped at the next stop after you're on the bus. Well, they're not out. They're not out. The bus driver's waiting. I don't know, in the day they may have blown the horn. I don't know if they still do that or not. But do you have a policy with your bus drivers as to, how long you can wait on somebody, or is there just to feel their way through each circumstance?
It's pretty much a feel your way through. Obviously, I want every driver to stop at every stop, turn the red lights on, open the door, and see if any children are there. I don't want to say there's a certain amount of time. It's
reasonable time, as we lawyers say. Right?
A reasonable time. But I want them to be sure that if there are children there, we pick them up. Most of the time, the children aren't there if we miss them. I'm not going to say drivers don't make mistakes. They're human. They do. But I get asked a lot, can they turn around and come back and get them? Well, that affects everybody on the rest of the bus route.
It's domino,
It does. And you can't just turn a bus around on a dime either. If you're out on Hinton Weber Road, you got to find a place to turn around to go back. Then you got a place to turn around to go the other way. So we're going to get your kids to school. I'm very, very passionate on getting kids to school, and we'll do what we need to do. But turning the bus around is probably not what we're going to do.
Dr. Harry Burchett, in your academic career, did you ever miss the bus?
I actually did miss a bus one time, but it was at a basketball game after the game.
Okay.
Coming back to the school from the away game.
How did you get back home?
Well, I caught a ride with somebody else.
There you go.
Yeah, the best way I knew how.
That's how you got home that night and got here today, right? Yeah. Dr. Harry Burchett, superintendent of our school system in Harrison County, is with us, along with Jenny Nichols, director of pupil personnel, Bill Blackburn, transportation and facilities. That's his part of the deal. And hey, as always, text lines open, 859-234-1400, or if you're on Facebook, leave us a comment. Better do it quick, because we just got one more quarter of coffee break, and we'll do that right after this.
Hi, this is Renee Collins-Cobb, host of Overtones Live on WCYN, 101.3 FM, 1400 AM in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Each week, we close our show with this Goodwin Brothers song, Everyday Thing. And we hope by tuning into our show, you will make Overtones Live and WCYN your everyday thing. Each and every day, we are all working in concert with our outstanding guests, who are musicians, songwriters, music educators, and music businesses, to bring you the best this Appalachian region of our country has to offer its listeners on WCYN. So each week, tune into Overtones Live on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. and make the show your everyday thing on WCYN.
Everyday thing.
The skies are calling. Introducing Flying Fox, taking flight this spring only at Kentucky Kingdom. Strap in and soar on Kentucky's newest suspended coaster. Flying Fox climbs over 6 stories high, taking you higher, faster, bolder. Bring the whole family to enjoy it all, including the new Discovery Meadow. This summer on the all-new Flying Fox, only at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park.
Sorrel Home Medical Equipment presents a musical blast from the past.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
Why the puzzled look, Danny?
I was just wondering, do electric cars shut off during a thunderstorm?
Sorrel Home Medical Equipment. Phone 234-4441.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming coffee break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the coffee break page on our website at WCYN.com.
And you're back with us on Coffee Break. I was trying to catch up with Jenny during the break, and we didn't get it all done, did we? I don't think so.
Sir.
No,
we never do.
No, I know. It's just too much to talk about.
I know.
I'm telling you, that football helmet. If you're a football player, check your helmet.
Arkansas.
Yeah, in Arkansas, check your helmet for pit vipers before practice. What you got to?
I just want to say real quickly, we did get a hold of the folks out at Hardee's. They were very busy because a lot of folks are without power, so they're getting breakfast at Hardee's. So
there you go.
Makes a lot of sense. But
if
thanks
you have no power, the biscuits are ready at Hardee's, right?
There you go. Okay. And we did get a winner. It was Chase Ritchie.
Chase, okay.
So Chase Ritchie is our winner today.
And Chase Ritchie is our winner. And I imagine that Chase is wondering what he's won.
Well, Chase, a 6-pack of L81 and $10 to Snappy Tomato Pizza and a jar of L81 Spicy or Sweet Salsa and a WCYN t-shirt. And you'll be in a drawing for Kentucky Kingdom tickets to not tomorrow, Friday.
Friday.
Back to you, Doug.
And, hey, as it is back to me, I will tell you, dear listener or watcher, there are just 2 more days left to be a winner in Summer of Winning 26, Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow, we will talk to Ewald's Grocery, so you still got time to go out there and see the crew at Ewald's Grocery.
Pocket tea.
Yeah, so you go and register there. Also, Smith's Florist and Greenhouse in Paris on Peacock Road and El Pericaton Restaurant. And we've already done Tropical Ice this week.
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow also, okay.
So you can win there too.
So those places you can still win. Go see them, talk to them, thank them for supporting local radio. Mm-hmm. Put your name and contact information on a piece of paper, put it in the hopper, the vat, the box, whatever it is, and you could be a winner.
There you go.
Tomorrow and Friday. Okay. On Coffee Break this morning, once again, if you're just joining us, it's all about our Harrison County school system, which Hey, they get underway tomorrow, folks. Dr. Harry Birch is here with us. He's the superintendent. Jenny Nichols, director of pupil personnel, and the one and only Chief Bill Blackburn, who I guess he has the kickoff of it all because he's responsible for getting there, most of them there in the first place, right?
His team's the first to pick them up, first to see them in the morning, and the last one is to drop them off. So I know he's got some information he wants to tell us this morning. Get out before we.
It's all on you, Bill. We're going to hand you the ball first, and if you don't run the play, then the whole 9 yards goes downhill. I'm just kidding. I don't want to put any pressure on him.
I'm okay with the ball, but I'm not wearing any helmets.
Okay. Yeah, no helmets.
No helmets. I just, the first few days of school are hectic. Our bus routing program interacts with the school computer, Infinite Campus, our school database system. And it's only as good as the information that comes out of Infinite Campus. And sometimes things happen over the summer we don't know about. But we're going to get your child to school, and we're going to get your child home. I have 3 of us tomorrow afternoon that will be working the radios. You can call. We'll find out where they are. We'll get your child home. Bus drivers are going to check. So it may be a little later tomorrow. It may be 10 minutes later than normal, 15 minutes. But we're going to get your child home. We've never lost one. I don't believe we're ever going to lose one. We're going to get them home. We're going to make sure that we do. So
who's beating on it? That's
knock on wood.
Absolutely, knock on wood.
It's knock on it for Micah. Is that what that is? Maybe that's old school. I don't know. But no, and really, thanks for all you do. I know that's a job. And how many years have you done that now for us?
Transportation, let's see. I think I went there in January of 2016 is what it was.
So I knew it's been 10 or 11. This would be your 11th year.
11th year. Last one.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Dr. Harry Burchett. Got your name right this time.
You did. I see if Miss Nichols, if there's anything else she needs to share from the DPP standpoint.
The only thing that I have to share is to kind of piggyback off what Bill said. When those parents fill out that online registration, that's how we get the information, so we know where the bus stops are. We know to expect a child there because that's information the parents are giving us. So if you've not done your online registration, please contact your school today if you need help logging in and get it done.
If you're one of those last 100 parents that haven't done that out of close to 3,000 students, that's not many. So, but let's get that complete. It's hugely important.
That's impressive, especially, and I'm saying the new system, as Jenny says, is working well. But when you change systems and all that, and still only have 100 that are still unregistered, that's a pretty good record, really.
Well, I'm pretty competitive. The DPP from Clark County, her completion rate right now is 99.2%.
Oh, really?
And I want to beat her. So
let's beat Clark County.
We can beat Clark County.
Yeah,
I know
they're a big school, so for her to have that.
They're probably crunching the numbers or something.
I just want to say that our staff has worked extremely hard. Every single person that works for the school district, we had them all there in the high school gymnasium yesterday and praising, and the students, talking about the impact they're having on their lives daily. And then we had a guest speaker, Miss Lucky, came back, Julie Lucky, and she spoke about the impact that she received from 32 years of service, and then all the people that she touched. It's just a really special, touching moment. And I know it's easy to get frustrated when if there is a delay with buses, or if there is something that pops up and you're not 100% happy about. What I would encourage all families and all parents to do is, if there is an issue, please just pick up the phone and call and speak to one of us.
And do that before you start gossiping to your neighbors or putting it on social media, bad-mouthing. And I'm going to say this for you, okay? Before you bad-mouth the school system on social media or any other ways, the toilet wall, which is now what I call social media. A man's ambitions are mighty small that places his thoughts on a toilet wall. That's where we used to do that. Now we use social media. Did you like that, Jenny? No, really.
That's great.
You guys catch a lot of hell for nothing, okay? And a lot of times it's people that don't even understand what they're talking about or don't know what you're dealing with. So, I'll say that for you.
Well, thank you. We don't get that very much. We find that most issues we can help with, we can fix. Okay. Now, it's not going to always turn out 100% the way that you want it, because sometimes there's larger issues that impacts a lot more people other than just your individual child. But I can tell you this: we will listen, we will sit down, and we will try to work our absolute best to do what's in the best interest of the child. And but please, you have to be willing to reach out and contact your school. If it's a school level issue, reach out and contact your teacher, the principal, the counselor, somebody in that school. If it's beyond that, a district level issue, obviously you can call our office. You can call our office anytime, but if it's a school level issue, I'm going to redirect you back to the school level.
I got a text here, and this is I used to call her one of my remote co-hosts, but she's not quite as remote as she used to be. Tiffany, good morning, Tiffany Mowbray. But this is directed to you, Chief. Okay. Tiffany used to live in the Atlanta area, and she says, "Hi, Bill, talking to you." Says, "When I lived in the Atlanta area, we had an app that let parents track their child's school bus in real time and see when it was arriving. You could only see the bus your child was assigned to. Does Harrison County have anything like that, or planning anything like that?" And that's pretty high-level stuff. Expensive, I would say.
It is.
The Atlanta school system may have more money, but,
we
but
are
that's a
working
good
toward
idea,
those
Tiffany.
things.
Yeah. What now?
We're working toward those things.
Oh, really?
In the future,
Great.
we are. They're
Great.
not as fast moving as we'd like for them to be.
Yeah.
And you're right. It is very, very expensive. I probably shouldn't and won't say the dollar amount that just our routing program costs.
Yeah.
But it has helped us a lot. But yes, in the future, we're going to be able to scan when a child gets on the bus. We'll know exactly who's on the bus. We'll know where they are. It's just a process that we're building toward.
So it's it's on the way, Tiffany. There you go.
It is.
And we have CJ has texted in. I've got both my remote co-hosts this morning, but CJ, he had another take on my verse a moment ago, Jenny. CJ says, "Fools' names and fools' faces always appear in public places." Generally, they're running for some. No, I didn't say that. Now, did I say that?
You didn't finish it.
Hey, I'm glad to see that you guys are well suited and laughing and happy this morning, because I very frankly, with the three the responsibilities that you three have in your respective positions, and really all the teachers and administrators and workers in our school system, tomorrow is always a test day for you guys. It's what we've implemented going to work and all that. But I think it always goes smoothly, doesn't it?
Well, we're going to have extra help on the hilltop. Santana Police will be up there helping direct traffic, as they always do every year. I would encourage families that are driving to drop their students off, leave early. Get ahead of time. Get ahead of the schedule. Start early. Be prepared for traffic. The first few days, it's going to be that way, and just be patient. Be considerate and kind to others. Show a little grace. It will work out. Everything will. You'll get to school, and they'll be safe, and you'll get home. Try to take those pictures ahead of time.
You go. Yeah.
Don't stop right in front of school taking pictures. And all that. Try to move that line on through. So. But if you've got a problem, please reach out and contact us. We will absolutely do everything in our power to help you.
They ought to do what they do at amusement parks. If you're on a ride or something, they'll take a picture of you and then try to sell it afterwards. You need to set that up at the exit at every school when they get off the bus.
Yeah. Doug, I really like that idea.
You like that idea?
Trent's wheels are already turning, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sponsored by WCYN.
Yeah, and the school
First
system.
day photos.
Just like here at Kings Island.
The money will go directly to WCYN and the Harrison County school system. That would, we just have one of those things fixed up. Here's your kid getting off first day of school, first day of their senior year, whatever you want. First day at middle school. I don't know how. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Though. They always try to sell you a picture.
I've got one from the Beast.
Really?
The roller coaster.
Were you screaming and holding on, or yeah? You always get a picture of the worst expression on your face on one of those rides. Thank you, Jenny Nichols, for all you do, and good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Bill Blackburn, thank you for all you do, and Dr. Harry Burchett, we certainly appreciate you too, sir, and Godspeed to you and everyone in our school system as we get ready for the good night. I wish it was the 26-27 school year. When I say that, it just seems like I'm in, some kind of Orwell novel or something about the future. And but Jenny's still young. I don't know about the rest of us three.
I don't feel it.
You'll feel it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, pat them on the back, folks. Really, they do a great job. We have a great school system here. We really, really do. You talk about confusion, Jenny. My oldest grandson matriculated to J-Town, Jeffersontown High School in the Louisville school system this year. You talk about figuring out what school you're going to and all that. It is a zoo. And I'm not criticizing them. There's a big metropolitan area. Maybe they do as good as they can. But it is a whole different ball game.
I taught there 29 years ago.
Oh, what'd you teach?
Eastern, Louisville.
Oh, Eastern?
Yeah, out on Shelbyville Road. It is. It's a different world. It was a different world 29 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't believe you have a grandson that old because your girls are still 15.
I can't believe that I'm old. We're all getting old, except for you, Jenny Nichols. Hey, that's Coffee Break for today. Like I say, support our school system. Let's get them all to school tomorrow. Education is ongoing. Hey, so is WCYN's programming ongoing. That's why you need to keep living with us on the air in Cynthiana today.